Hey, what you doing? Watching a video? Wouldn't you rather be playing a video?
Yeah!
Then allow me to introduce myself. I'm Video Buddy, and when we get together, we don't just watch videos, we play videos. It's really fun, and we'll be learning while we play. In fact, I'll come back at the end of this tape to talk more about that with the grown-ups in the house. But right now, it's time to have fun. So what are we waiting for? Let's get ready to play.
Okay!
First, I'll show you how to get set up for the very first time. Then, we'll play for real. So grab your handset and let's get ready to have fun. Before we start, make sure you've got a cloth or paper towel nearby and that you put the batteries in your Video Buddy handset. If you need help, be sure to ask a grown-up. Now, every time we get together, the first thing you do is put a Video Buddy tape in the VCR. That's how I know we're getting ready to play. Next, take your cloth or paper towel and clean off the TV screen. Just a couple quick wipes should do it. Then, find the suction cup at the end of your Video Buddy handset. Stick it as close as you can to the middle of the black dot on the corner of your TV screen. If you don't get it the first time, don't worry, you can try again. Once it's on right, you're all set to go. That's it. It's that easy. Now, press the purple button on the top of your handset.
Video Buddy.
That means we're ready to go. To play, just sit back and watch the video. Before you know it, I'll come back to ask you some fun questions that you can answer with your handset. When you hear this sound, that means it's time to answer a question by pushing one of the buttons on the handset.
Good job.
And don't worry if your answer is wrong. You can guess again. Now let's try one at home. Using your handset, push the button that's the same color as the one I'm standing on right now. Hey, you're good. Now the last thing we need to learn is how to take the suction cup off the TV screen. But don't do this at home until after we're done playing. Just pull the black tab at the base of the suction cup and it'll pop right off. Thanks for following directions so well. Now I don't know about you, but I think it's time to play for real. So get those button-pushing fingers ready and let's play.
Left Peru and sailed to England alone. There he met the Browns and they took him home. He is friendly and polite, and he tries to do things right. But he gets in sticky messes just the same. He's curious and speaks his mind, but trouble's never far behind. It's Paddington Bear, he's one of a kind.
I'm Paddington Bear. Dear Aunt Lucy, yesterday I went to the seaside for the first time. I was very excited, as I'd always wondered what it was like. Mr. Brown took me out and bought me a new sun hat especially for the occasion. The lady at the shop told me that sun hats can be worn many different ways. It was up to me to find the style that suited me best. No, that's not it either. No.
Come on, Paddington.
Oh, trust you to keep us all waiting. Come on.
That's it. What are we waiting for?
Don't you just love car trips?
It's all right for some.
How about opening the windows, everyone? It'll blow the cobwebs away.
Cobwebs? My hat!
Perhaps opening the windows wasn't such a good idea, Henry.
Thank you.
I suggest from now on we keep the windows closed.
we're almost there now. Perhaps we should open the windows again, dear.
Only if Paddington promises to hold on to his hat.
We're holding! We're holding!
Can you smell that fresh sea air?
It smells like salt.
Sand! Rotting fish!
Lunch.
Some bears can smell more than is good for them.
Mr. Brown said we'd just pop into a shop to get a few things I needed for the beach. This certainly seemed like a lot of things. If only Aunt Lucy could see me now. But going to the seaside isn't easy. It's no wonder there aren't many people here.
Hey, it's me, Video Buddy, and it's time to play. Now, every time you hear this sound, press the button with your answer. Sometimes I even ask you to press 2 or 3 buttons for the right answers. So listen carefully. Ready to get started? All right.
For the first
Paddington was so excited to go to the beach, and especially after Mr. Brown gave him his new sun hat. What color was Paddington's new sun hat? Was it green, orange, blue, yellow, or red? Press the button to choose the color of Paddington's new sun hat. Paddington's new sun hat is blue, one of Paddington's favorite colors. The blue sun hat matches his coat very nicely.
What are we waiting for? Can you smell that fresh
When the Browns got to the beach, they opened all the car windows to cool off. The ocean air felt wonderful, and it was full of strong smells.
more than is good for them?
What was one of the things the Browns smelled in the air? Did they smell a pig, flowers, rotting fish, a skunk, or smoke? Press the button to choose one of the things the Browns smelled at the beach. The Browns smelled rotting fish along with all the other smells of a beach, like sand and salt. All right. Paddington went to the shop and got all set up for a great day at the beach. He even got a special swimming outfit.
see me now.
What did Paddington get to wear on his feet?
Easy.
Was he wearing boots, slippers, tennis shoes, flippers, or sandals? Press the button to choose what Paddington was wearing on his feet. Paddington was wearing flippers. Flippers are special swimming gear that help you swim faster.
Seemed like a lot.
Now let's get down to the beach.
Let's have a competition. We'll each build a sand castle, then Mary and Mrs. Bird can judge the best.
I'm sure I'll win. Oh, no, you won't, because I'm going to win.
Ooh, don't bet on it. It could be me.
Wait for me. I needed to find a place with lots of room. The only castles I'd ever seen needed a lot of space. There. Just like in the storybooks Aunt Lucy read to me.
This looks like Paddington's hat.
It is Paddington's hat. But where is Paddington?
Paddington?
My sandcastle had become too big. I had to push it back to land before it was washed away. I was beginning to get seasick. It was worse than when I came over on the boat from Peru. Ugh, I'm all wet. Wet? Uh-oh. I think I'm in trouble again. Help!
Nothing. I've searched from one end of the beach to the other.
Oh dear, where on earth can he be?
We'd better find a lifeguard.
Hi again. It's me, your video buddy. It's a good time to play, wouldn't you say? When you hear this sound, it's time to answer. Let's get started.
It's no wonder there aren't many people here.
The beach is so much fun because there is so much to do. I love to play with beach balls. Here are 5 balls. Which 2 are beach balls? Press the buttons to pick the 2 beach balls. This one and this one are beach balls. The other balls are a football, a soccer ball, and a basketball. They are all fun to play with, but on the beach balls can't be beat. When Paddington built his sandcastle, it had many towers. How many towers does this sandcastle have? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Press the button to choose the number of towers. This sandcastle has 4 towers. Let's count them out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4. When the Browns thought Paddington was lost, they called for help. Who is the special person they called who helps people stay safe near water, like at a swimming pool or at the beach? Is it a cowboy, a lifeguard, or a grocer? Press the button to choose the person they called who helps you stay safe near the water. The Browns called for a lifeguard. Lifeguards are excellent swimmers, so they can help people stay safe in the water. Paddington could use a lifeguard's help right now. Let's see how he's doing.
I must have been floating out here for ages. It's a good job I came prepared for an emergency. Uh-oh. The situation did not look good. And as much as I don't like to share my marmalade sandwiches, it was time to make an exception.
Judging by the weight of this fret, we've got ourselves a major catch.
Help! Let me down! This is worse than a bad dream. It's a nightmare.
Here, it's a bear.
Good afternoon. My name's Paddington Brown. I'm sorry I can't raise my hat, but I've lost it. Besides, I'm stuck.
Don't move. You'll only make it worse. We'll soon have you clear. So where did you spring from?
Darkest Peru.
Darkest Peru? That's a good laugh. Peru's thousands of miles from here.
I know. It was a very long journey.
You must be tired out.
Not at all. I've just had a good nap. That's better. Thank you for picking me up. With a bit of luck, I may be back in time for tea.
Poor Paddington. Goodness knows how long he's been gone, and I'm sure he can't swim.
We'll get a search party out there right away.
It's a miracle. They say it's a bear.
From darkest Peru.
Paddington?
Paddington, over here. This will make the front page. I can see the headline now.
Hey, Paddington,
What did you do for food? Eat plankton? Raw fish?
No. Marmalade.
Marmalade?
Paddington!
Oh, Paddington, it's so good to see you.
It's good to see you, too.
I think you lost this.
We'd better get you back home.
You mean to Peru? What a story!
The catch of the season, all the way from darkest Peru. Lone Bear's epic tale. Oh, Paddington, whatever will you get up to next, my sobrino?
Hey, it's time to play with me, Video Buddy. Get those button-pushing fingers ready. Let's go. Whoa! Paddington floated way out into the ocean. When he woke up from his dream, he saw a big fish.
My sandcastle.
What kind of sea creature did Paddington see? Was it a whale, an octopus, or a shark? Press the button to choose the kind of sea creature Paddington saw. A shark was swimming around Paddington. It's a good thing Paddington woke up and paddled away fast. Paddington was lucky to be found by some friendly fishermen. What a surprise it was for them to find a bear in the middle of the ocean. What did the fishermen use to catch Paddington with? Did they use a life preserver, a cage, a net, a fishing line, or a lifeboat? Press the button to choose what the fishermen used to catch Paddington. The fishermen caught Paddington with a net. The reporters wanted to know all about Paddington's adventure at sea, even what he ate. What was Paddington planning to eat when he was out in the middle of the water? Seaweed, marmalade sandwiches, or fish? Press the button to choose what Paddington had planned to eat while he was out in the middle of the water. Paddington loves marmalade sandwiches, and that's just what he started to eat when he decided to share it with the shark. That Paddington, he gets so much attention. The reporters loved his story. Where did Aunt Lucy see the story about Paddington's adventure? On TV? In the newspaper? Or on the radio? Press the button to choose where Aunt Lucy saw the story. Aunt Lucy saw the story about Paddington in the newspaper. I wonder what Paddington will be up to next. Stay tuned for another great Paddington adventure.
Dino babies playing in the prehistoric sand. Sometimes Truman tells his stories to the Dino Baby clan. Dino babies make believe they could be anyone. Dino babies having fun. Franklin's shy while Stanley thinks he can do anything. And baby brother Marshall tries to get into the game. Dak the pterodactyl baby flies through in a whirl. Dak is making trouble in the Dino Babies world. Dino babies on the run, run, run. Dino babies on the run. Maria, Dino baby girl, likes to talk it out. She helps Truman with his stories, which puts Truman in a pout. Dino babies run beneath the prehistoric sun. Dino babies having fun.
I wonder what it'll be. Is it moving? Why are we looking at dirt? I found a seed pod and planted it. What kind of seed pod? I don't know, but it's fun waiting to find out.
What if it's a terrible dinosaur-eating plant?
Franklin, you've been listening to too many of Truman's silly stories.
This isn't any fun. Tell us one of your silly stories, Truman. Gee, you know, this seed pod in the ground gives me an idea for one. One morning, a dino baby was sent by his mom to get a condor egg for breakfast. He went looking for a condor nest and found one high up in a tree.
I can do this!
He took the egg back home to his mom, but she said that it wasn't fresh enough.
Truman, it came out of a nest. How much fresher could it be?
Well, something was wrong with the egg, so she threw it away, and it landed in some mud. The next morning, the egg hatched, and a giant vine popped out of it. It grew all the way up into the clouds.
Hold it. Eggs don't grow into vines.
Yeah, Truman. This one's kind of weird.
Let me try to fix it. The Dino Baby was out looking for a condor egg for his mom, but he was distracted by a pretty and smart Dino Baby girl. She told him there weren't any eggs in the area, but there were lots of beans. They were easy to find, and they didn't break if you dropped them. And best of all, there'd be no mother condor to get mad at you. The Dino Baby guy followed the girl's smart advice and took the bean home and gave it to his mom. But she was very unhappy because she needed an egg for a special recipe called cooked eggs.
Yummers!
The mom was so mad she threw the bean out the door. It landed in some mud, and it grew into a tall vine all the way up to the clouds. And the next morning, when the Dino Baby guy went outside, he found the giant beanstalk and thought, wow, this story makes sense. There, Truman, I fixed your story, and now you can have it back. But if it gets too weird, then I'll have to fix it again. Hey, it's me, Video Buddy, and it's time to play. Now, every time you hear this sound, press the button with your answer. Sometimes I even ask you to press 2 or 3 buttons for the right answers. So listen carefully. Ready to get started? All right. The Dino Babies love to discover new things about their world. They are very excited that they found a seed pod. What did they do with the seed pod? Did they eat it, spin it, or plant it in the ground? Press the button to choose what the Dino Babies did with their seed pod. The Dino Babies planted the seed pod in the ground. They wanted to watch it grow and see what kind of plant it was. In Truman's story, the Dino Baby's mom sends the Dino Baby to get some food she needs so that she can cook a nice meal. What kind of food did she ask the Dino Baby to bring her? A plant? An egg? A nut? A melon? Or ice cream? Press the button to choose the food that the Dino Baby's mom wants. She wants an egg, and the Dino Baby had to climb a very high tree to get it. Hey, he was trying his best to be a good helper for his mom. La Brea helped Truman tell his story so that it sounds better. Having a beanstalk sprout from an egg just doesn't make sense. What else does not come from an egg? A dinosaur? A bird? A spider? A flower? Or a turtle? Choose the thing that does not come from an egg. Flowers do not come from eggs. They come from seeds, just like beanstalks do. Truman was sad and mad that La Brea took over telling his story. What's the opposite of sad? Is it surprised, angry, or happy? Press the button to choose the opposite of sad. Happy is the opposite of sad. Truman was happy when La Brea asked him to finish the rest of the story. So take it away, Truman.
All the Dino Baby guys' friends came to see the giant beanstalk. They thought it would be neat to climb to the top and see what was above the clouds. And it was real pretty up there. And they were happy they came. The end.
That's it?
I'm afraid to tell any more because La Brea might not like it. I've got storyteller's block.
La Brea, don't pick on Truman's story so we can finish.
Fine. I won't say another word.
Tell more, Truman. It's just getting good. Well, okay. While the baby dinosaur played on the cloud, the others were looking around. And they found a great big cave floating on the cloud. They thought maybe somebody lived there. And they found a goose, and it laid eggs. Golden eggs.
I bet my mom would love to have one of those eggs for her recipe.
They tried to think up a way to get one of the eggs, but then they heard... they heard something else.
What?
Any ideas, La Brea?
Don't look at me for ideas.
They heard footsteps coming at them.
Fame! I smell a stinky little dino babe!
It's not me. All the Dino Babies ran from the giant, but he caught the Dino Baby girl.
Figures. What exactly was the giant going to do to her?
Cook her.
I'm gonna cook you!
Guess again, Truman.
Okay, so he wasn't gonna cook her.
I changed my mind. I'm not gonna cook you.
Whew. That's good to know.
I like to eat my Dino Babies raw!
I'm glad the other ones got away. But the Dino Baby girl was only enough for a snack, so the giant went to catch the others. Stop!
This story is getting too scary. Don't you think so, guys?
I don't like this story anymore. I like them silly, not scary. Okay, I quit. I don't want to tell it anymore.
Oh, Truman, are you sure? Please tell more.
No.
Okay, who wants to finish?
Me! Oh, you've never told one before.
I wanna.
Let Marshall try. He couldn't tell one any sillier.
Goody, this will be fun. Okay, let's see. How do I start?
Just talk.
Oh, right.
Hi again. It's me, your video buddy. It's a good time to play, wouldn't you say? When you hear this sound, it's time to answer. Let's get started. The Dino Babies climbed up the beanstalk into the clouds and found a great big cave. Then they went into the cave to see who lived there. Who did the cave belong to? The giant, the condor, or the Dino Babies' mom? Press the button to choose who lived in the cave. The Dino Babies discovered that the mean giant lived in the cave. He kept his geese in the cave and would have loved to keep the Dino Babies in there too. In the cave, the Dino Babies find a magic goose that lays eggs. What kind of eggs does the goose lay in her nest? Green eggs? Polka-dotted eggs? Golden eggs? White eggs? Or striped eggs? Press the button to choose the kind of eggs the magic goose lays. The magic goose lays golden eggs. They were so special that the giant didn't want even one of them to be taken. So he chased the Dino Babies away from his goose. Franklin thought the story was way too scary because the giant was so mean. He asked Truman to stop the story. What word rhymes with the word stop? Is it cat, egg, tree, spoon, or mop? Press the button to choose the word that rhymes with stop. Mop rhymes with the word stop. And that's exactly what Truman did. He stopped telling the story and Marshall took over.
The giant was chasing after the Dino Babies, but I don't like this giant. I want another one. I know. He was a giant egg with legs.
This doesn't make any sense.
Well, I think it's interesting. Go on, Marshall.
Okay. The giant egg had a funny name. It was Humpty. Humpty Dumpty. Humpty was a good egg, and he lived in the cave and sat in a nest full of golden geese.
The egg sat on a nest full of geese? Hey, that's backwards.
Truman, it's a big egg with legs named Humpty. Does it matter?
Anyway, when Humpty saw the Dino Babies in his cave, he wanted them to be his friends. So he tried to catch them and put them in his nest so he could sit on them.
Fee, fi, fo, fest. Why don't you Dino Babies live in my nest?
And he tried to get away, but Humpty Dumpty climbed down the beanstalk after them. But he was too big and heavy, and the beanstalk broke, and Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. But none of the Dino Babies could put Humpty back together again, because he was smashed to pieces. The end. Wasn't that a good story?
Did I say this story couldn't get any sillier? I stand corrected.
All in favor of Truman finishing his story, raise your hands. It stunk, didn't it?
That's okay, Marcy. You've made worse smells. Hit it, Truman.
Gee, where was I? Oh, yeah, the new and improved giant who never ate Dino Babies.
Good, great idea.
Nice twist.
Neato.
Caught all of them but one.
Which one got away?
The baby one.
Goody, thanks.
And he tied them up.
I'll be right back after I get something to punish you with.
Truman, this is getting scary again.
Don't worry, you like this. Work with me. The giant came back, and the Dino Babies were scared, really scared. They didn't know what he was gonna do. They all screamed when he pulled out. The giant feather to tickle them with.
This is horrible. Terrible. Then what happened?
Well, he decided to really make them suffer. So he went to get another feather to tickle them with both hands. While he was gone, the brave little baby dinosaur came over and he rescued the others.
This story gets better and better.
But the Dino Baby guy stopped when he passed the golden eggs. He wanted to take one home to his mom for her recipe. But the giant saw them and chased after them. He was going to catch them and tickle them. They'd learn to stay away from his cave. But the giant was too big and heavy for the beanstalk, and he broke it down.
Hey, that was my idea.
Yeah, but my giant isn't an egg. He had wings and flew back up to his cave on the cloud, happy that the Dino Babies couldn't bother him again. And this just goes to show that what goes up must come down. The end.
I take it back, Truman. Your stories are only half as silly as I thought.
Thanks.
Hey, it's moving.
Gee, I hope it isn't a giant beanstalk.
That would be bad. Very bad.
Step back!
Hey, look. It's pretty.
Yeah, that little flower couldn't hurt a fly.
Let's go find some more seed pods. Last one to find one is a rotten giant two-legged egg. Hey, it's time to play with me, Video Buddy. Get those button-pushing fingers ready. Let's go. Marshall uses his imagination and changes the scary giant into a friendly giant. What does he call the giant? Humpty Dumpty? Mother Goose? Bean Man? The Mean Giant? Or a spider? Press the button to choose the giant that Marshall makes up for the story. Marshall is so silly. He changes the mean giant into an egg with arms and legs named Humpty Dumpty. Now that's a good egg. While Marshall untied the Dino Babies, the mean giant looked for something to punish the Dino Babies. What was the giant looking for? Feathers? A spoon? Sticks? Eggs? Or beans? Press the button to choose what the giant was looking for to punish our Dino Baby friends. The giant was looking for feathers. He wanted to tickle the Dino Babies. Are you ticklish? Me too. And if you think that's funny, remember what happened at the end of our story? What really sprouts from the seed pod that the Dino Babies planted? Was it a beanstalk? A flower? A tree? A carrot? Or a bush? Press the button to choose what sprouted from the seed pod. A flower sprouted from the seed pod, but it's not like any flower in my garden. This one eats bugs. I think I prefer beanstalks. How about you? Well, that's all the time we have for now, but that sure was fun. I can't wait to play with you again. See you soon.
Look for full-length Video Buddy tapes at retail and video rental stores everywhere. Or get more information, including a full listing of Video Buddy interactive tapes, by visiting our website at www.videobuddy.com.
Hey, I'm back with a special message for grown-ups about Video Buddy.
By now, you've already seen how much fun your kids have with Video Buddy. But the best part is, they're not just playing, they're learning. Each Video Buddy interactive tape is specially designed to help kids 3 to 6 years old develop the skills they need to succeed in the preschool and early school years. Skills like numbers and counting, shapes and colors, and early age language concepts. What's more, by focusing on the characters and situations of each story, Video Buddy encourages memory and comprehension, critical thinking and problem solving, and social and emotional well-being. When kids play with Video Buddy, they become active participants in their favorite TV shows. They have a great time while they learn. So thanks for making Video Buddy a part of your home. And keep looking for new Video Buddy interactive tapes at retail or video rental stores near you, or on our website at www.videobuddy.com.